right, people, I hope everybody's having a wonderful week with your assignments and your warm-up activity. Today, I'm going to go over a routine for a youth baseball team. I always feel like you need to get that blood flowing, right? So we can have more better circulation through our muscles. So they should run, right? Some kind of cardio for about 5 to 10 minutes before they start their dynamic stretches. I feel like doing dynamic stretching before static stretching works out the best. If anybody's ever done the Laffy Taffy the Laffy Taffy drill when your muscles are cold, right? You pull on them and it could break. I feel like that's the same thing that's happening to our muscles. Warm up, get that blood flow, get better circulation, and then you can start with your static stretching, right? So first we're gonna start with the hurdle walk. We're gonna be doing these exercises for about 10 yards, okay? The hurdle walk, you have to pretend that there's a hurdle and you are hurdling, right, with your foot, coming over the hurdle as far as you can, right? Stretching out those hip flexors, okay, both sides. You can start off with small hurdles, obviously, continuing on to those 42-inch hurdles, like our professor was talking about. So you're going for 10 yards. To a progression of it, once you are warming up, you can actually jog, go over the hurdle, right? Take 2 to 3 steps and continue doing the hurdle stretch. Then we do the backwards, right? So if we start out here, okay, now we're going over the hurdle, going backwards, right? Keeping your body looking forward. So we are not rotating too much at the hips and continuing for 10 yards. Same thing, a progression to this exercise, right? If you can't lift up your leg, obviously don't lift it up as much, or start jogging, take 3 steps in between, and we're still moving backwards, okay? Hurdle. The toe touch, there's several toe touches. It depends on which one you want to do, but you have a toe touch that's going to help out with your hamstrings and your calf. You are going to extend that front foot, right? That back foot is going to flex a little bit, and you are going to keep your foot extended. Your toe is up, and you're going to touch it. To me, I feel like it helps better if I don't bend my back, right? So if I keep my back straight, it's going to help me lengthen both my hamstring and my calf a little more as opposed to as when I arch my back over, right? So you're here, you touch your toe, you take a step, and then you do the opposite foot. You continue doing that for 10 yards. The toe upswing, right? There's also the other one the other toe touch where you are walking and you are touching your toe by lifting up your rear foot, right? And coming down and balancing, right, on one foot. You continue that, right? Keeping that balance and doing it for 10 yards. The knee to chest, you are walking. As you walk, you're bringing your knee up to your chest, flexing that hip right here, really getting that hip joiner. And with the next foot, okay, you can go slower or faster. Take 1 or 2 steps, kind of chop up your feet. The lunge twist, I really enjoy because it's stretching out your lower body and your trunk at the same time. So you lunge, right, and you are twisting your lower back. You come back up, okay, and then you continue doing it. There's studies that say your knee shouldn't go past your toe, and then there's other studies that say it doesn't really matter. I just read this article talking about flexibility when you are doing squats, right? A lot of our flexibility derives from our ankles. So if our ankles are not flexible, right, it's gonna hurt our hips and our knees, and it goes both ways. The backwards, the side shuffle, okay? The side shuffle, you are going to right? Starting point, you're staying nice and low, your back is upright, and you are shuffling, right? Trying not to jump and maintain that contact with that floor, so you're just not jumping up and down. You're staying low, and then that's gonna help you, right? When you are starting off in the base running. Taking off a lead, you're shuffling, start shuffling. Obviously there's not there, you're coming back. Then you have the side shuffle to the sprint, which is geared more obviously to base running, right? You are getting ready, you're on your toes, you shuffle, 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 and turn your hips and sprint to the next base. So if you hear shuffle, shuffle, sprint, okay? Side shuffle to the sprint. After you finish with the dynamic, you should do a few static stretches to continue that warm up, right? So to start off with the static side, we're gonna go from the top all the way to the bottom. So we're gonna start off with arm circles, and we're doing this for 30 seconds. So our muscles can get used to it, obviously, right? And then that Golgi tendon unit is allowing it to conform and, right, go past this comfort zone so you can actually stretch farther the next time. Then we're gonna go to the cross arm body stretch, okay? Do both sides for 30 seconds. Obviously, I'm not doing it for 30 seconds. So we're going down. We're gonna do the trunk twist for 30 seconds. Go to the quad. Same hand, same foot. You're standing here, right? Balance yourself if you can't really balance. Look 5 feet away so you can maintain the balance. Put your arm out, right? Work on that core, tighten your booty. Hamstring stretch. Put your feet together, okay? You are going to go down, extend your feet. Same thing. I get a better stretch when my back is not flexed, when my back is nice upright, right? You're going down and you're getting that stretch, feeling it on your calves, hitting your hamstrings. Obviously, if it hurts, back up a little bit, but do not bend your knees, right? The whole point is to get that stretch, hold it for 30 seconds. And then we go to the groin, you spread your feet more than shoulder width apart, and you stretch it to the right, keeping that left foot extended. The right foot flex a little bit, feeling it right here on the hamstrings groin area. 30 seconds to one side, 30 seconds to the other side, and then you take it down the middle and get those hammies again. And then finally, since we're going down, right, we get on our hands and on our toe, and we have our foot extended, and you put the other foot over it and keep pressure on it. So another way to keep more pressure is to lift up your booty more, try to keep your heel on the ground, right? If you need to back off, right, you put your booty down, and it helps you with your stretch. Switch sides, both sides, 30 seconds. And then after that, I always give my athletes time to stretch on their own because everybody's different, nobody's the same. So if they need to stretch out their quad, their hamstrings, their arms, then they can do that on their own. And then we'll begin practice or the game. Because everything, right, is geared towards actually playing the game. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.